Is father dancing in the dark?
My camera's aimed the wrong way.
Okay, we don't have any choppiness yet. Thank you, Jesus.
Turned off my Wi-Fi. I'm going off my data right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're burning up my minutes. You're going to have to write me a check. I don't like paying for this shit. Someone PayPal me $15 for this live. You're burning up my minutes. So
You're the one who want.
it was the
You're
Wi-Fi.
you were the one that wanted to go live.
I didn't know my Wi-Fi was that bad. Never gives me a problem. So I just turned off my Wi-Fi. Now I'm running off the data on my phone. I pay for it. Might as well use it. So anyway, what's new, my man?
Jay, did you hear about this thing called Grok?
Gronk?
No, Grok. Grok. Grok.
Sounds gay.
It's this,
What is
it's this AI system that Elon Musk created. And this week it went, within a short period of time, it seemed like it went nuclear, because I really don't believe that Elon Musk trained the AI to be anti-Semitic, but it all of a sudden started addressing problems that white people are being targeted. And it pretty much said that the only solution to it were to be Hitler. And I think it went on to Twitter, and it started posting things. It started saying things. It was crazy. So now the ADL, I think that's who they are. The ADL, they're going to try to sue Elon Musk for anti-Semitism, even though it was a machine that did it, a machine that has no thoughts, no feelings, no anger, doesn't care. The machine decided that whites being targeted around the world, the only solution would be Hitler.
inside that hole, son?
See, this is where Jay and I, if we were younger, we were going out to bars picking up chicks. Jay would have his knife, I would have my little knife. I would go, wait a minute, let me fuck first. Jay's got the bigger dick.
Don't insult me. This isn't a
Wait, let me fuck first. Jay's got the bigger dick.
this is a bayonet. That's why this is a bayonet. That's why it has the big hole and the little hole.
Well, this one too. That's what I'm saying. This one is a smaller one, but this
Oh, I
has no
didn't know
hole.
Bayonet.
And it's got.
Oh, my bad. Huh. Can I tell the story about mine?
No, please.
Years and years ago, during the Bill Clinton administration, they rammed the Brady bill through. So being a good American, I went to a gun store and bought some assault rifles. And one of them that I bought was it was a blued rifle, and it had two things on it out of the factory that made it unique. It had a flash suppressor and a bayonet mount. Okay, so this is a tactical. And when I tell you what it is, it's not gonna make sense. It is a Ruger Mini 14 that shoots a 223 or a 5.56 NATO. I can't even which one it is, but it's basic. Wait a minute, it's a Mini 14. So that's got to be a 5.56, right? I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's not talk about guns. We're talking about a bigger story. So anyway, the guy at the store says, we don't have any documentation, but obviously this thing's used, and the only people really know about that Ruger shipped them to out of the factory like this was the Israeli army or the Israeli military. Okay, so I had no proof. I just liked the gun. I bought the gun. Over the past, this would have been 95-ish when I bought that gun. I can't remember. Over the years, I've just in casual conversation. Yeah, I got a Ruger Mini 14 too, but mine's Israeli Army. It's got a bayonet mount and a flash suppressor. I never really thought two shits about it. And then, because this isn't a gun I use. This is just a gun I bought. I mean, I have a problem. So anyway, I get this. Why? I somehow I find out through looking at laws that it's illegal to put a bayonet on a gun if the gun doesn't have a bayonet mount coming out of the factory. Okay, you can own a bayonet. You can own a gun that accepts a bayonet, but you can't go putting a bayonet mount on that gun. That's where you break the law. Okay, you're allowed to own all three pieces. You're allowed to own the gun, you're allowed to own the bayonet mount, and you're allowed to own the bayonet. Don't put those three together. That's a crime. So when I found that out, that loophole in the law, I'm like, holy shit, I got a gun that's got a factory mount. So I go scouring for Israeli Army bayonets, Ruger Mini 14, and I found a replica. And this is not fine cutlery. I'm not claiming that it is. It was cheap. It was like $35 or something stupid. So I had it shipped right to my house. Now I have a bayonet gun legally. So anyway, moving on. I know some of these guys get bored with gun stories, but anyway, that's a true one.
No, they miss your gun talk, man. They do. Yeah. Probably one of the best ones that I can't find anywhere was when you were seriously talking about, okay, you're in an apocalypse, a zombie apocalypse. If you're going to carry guns, you got to be careful of what you carry because you don't want it to be too heavy because it's an apocalypse. You're always going to be on foot, running for your life. It's stuff like that they miss.
There's a great part in when we were soldiers with Mel Gibson. And he says, aren't you going to grab a rifle? And he says, there'll be plenty of them laying around. Dude,
that's great.
Yeah. So using that mentality, if you think about magazines, you better have a Glock, a 1911 45, or something that a lot of people carry. Because if something like that happened, you're going to find loaded mags. What is most government and military carry a SIG 9mm? That's a good one to buy because if the shit goes down, there'll be a lot of those on the battlefield.
You would also have to look at what is the common firearm that law enforcement carry around them every day. What's the common firearm around the United States?
Glock 9, I would think. I don't know. Car talk next.
What's that? Car talk next. That's why women hate men. We can be completely content and completely happy talking about guns, animals, cars. We're completely happy with that. Sports. That's why they hate us. Oh, milk big tits.
I've shown it in the past. I'm never going to show anybody another gun besides this one because everyone knows I have this one. All the rest of them were lost in a boating accident. We'll leave it at that. So on to car talk.
Yeah. Oh my
So,
God.
so I've gone off the deep end. If anyone hasn't noticed,
As far as what?
well, sobriety from I'm not some AA teetotaler, but I've abstained and I've screwed up, and then I abstain, and then I screw up, and then I abstain. When your mind gets clarity, you head off in directions, whereas before you're complacent. So
Mm.
I chase rabbit holes where if you're hungover, you might not. Maybe that makes sense too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
laying in bed recovering with a 2 liter of soda, I'm like researching shit and making myself crazy. You know. Anyway, yeah, I've got it all fucking figured out, but no one wants to listen. I called Washington D.C. see if they any job opening. They're not returning my calls, so I don't know. I could have been somebody. I could have been a contender. So anyway,
Marlon Brando.
oh, don't get me started. I've watched the Godfather trilogy so many times in the past month because it's been on my movie channels. I don't want to talk about the Godfather. I'm Godfathered out. But that's
But
not the
but
God.
I can't even see it. It's too
That's
dark.
that's a Marine Corps emblem.
I can see it now.
Yeah, I'm wearing my movie shirt. I'm not a stolen valor guy. Don't accuse me of that. This is a Clint Eastwood shirt. This is my shirt that has Clint on the back. Gunny
Heartbreak,
High.
Heartbreak Ridge. Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, it's got the quote on the back. I don't know it by heart, so I'm not even going to massacre it. But the improvise, adapt, overcome, that one.
How
Yeah,
do we figure out what T-shirt you're wearing? You improvise. You adapt. You overcome.
yeah. I have Clint Eastwood with that quote on the back of my shirt. I don't know if I've ever showed this one off, have I?
You. I
um,
think you sent me a picture of you sent a picture of it to me, and it's him
yeah, yeah.
dressed in uniform when he first gets to his unit,
Funny
and the
Highway.
two the two Mexicans are outside. Is this recon? No hablo inglés. What about you? No habla. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So now that we're on the subject of t-shirts, so I've lost a little weight, and that's a topic for another time. But I've been slowly replacing my 3X collection with a 2X collection, very slowly. And I found a couple of cool ones. I think I shared one with you. We have a t-shirt in common already, right? The Wolverine one.
Yes, and thank you again for that. It's
And then my Sam Hain shirt is not colorful like yours, but it's the same shirt.
yeah.
Yours has got the colors. And then I have that surprise that was supposed to maybe be here today, but I'll leave that for you to unveil. Maybe we'll film that shirt when we're together. Those two shirts that are in transit. That's going to be fucking awesome. Um, yeah, so I'm like a child, man. The only difference between a man and a boy is their toys. I'm buying fucking knives and t-shirts, bayonets, I should. Um, so anyway, buying t-shirts is some of these military sites. They're not military sites, but the way I found out about St. Michael was some of these cool shirt companies. They have like a section, for lack of a better word, Christian nationalist t-shirts. and they've got police T-shirts, and they've got firefighter T-shirts, they've got military T-shirts. I mean, it's like, it's awesome. And so, I went down this rabbit hole with the fucking archangels and fucking, and that led me to the fucking crusades, and now I'm like fully fucking versed in what the fuck is going on in this world, and it's just enlightening. And that's something a drunk would never.
Yeah, it's when it comes to like a lot of these wars that took place thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, a lot of people. I never forget the stupidity 10 years ago, when we were having a problem with terrorist attacks and everything, and people want to talk about the Crusades, and it's like, no, 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 no. The Crusades were an answer to what was going on back then. That was the answer. It was the Muslims and the Arabs that created all that. That's why, I mean, like I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. You've probably seen clips of it and everything. The movie Kingdom of Heaven. I love that movie. Love that movie. That's where that thing that you said on Joe's live today. I can't even pronounce it, but it means God wills it.
Whose fault?
That means God wills it.
Yeah.
That goes back to the Knights.
Yeah. See, and I stumbled upon the Jerusalem cross that Pete Hegseth, our Secretary of Defense, he was getting such a hard time about that tattoo being linked to white nationalism. And, I'm like just watching the media. I'm listening to Fox News, getting their spin on what that tattoo means. But when I did my own research and found out what the Jerusalem cross really all about, and then after you do your research and you find out the truth, at the bottom of the page, if you keep reading, it'll say, modern day, the cross has been linked to some nationalist groups. Well, hardy har fucking har. So is the American flag. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Come on, man. That's nothing. So if they eat chocolate cake, then chocolate cake is no good. I guarantee you Nazis like chocolate cake. Guarantee you. I mean, that's a thing. Don't they have a German chocolate cake? Am I allowed to eat that? Fuck these people. Fuck these people. Jesus.
Hey, whatever you do, don't search German chocolate cake. Whatever you do, don't do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Do not search German chocolate cake, man. Is
that a porn
thing?
Don't do it. Is that a porn thing?
No, because I found out that if I remember correctly, German chocolate cake didn't actually originate in Germany, unfortunately.
Hopefully
originated, I think it was here in America.
Chop suey, yeah. Chop suey was invented in San Francisco. You're in the grocery business. You might appreciate this joke. A friend of mine, when we were probably 19, 20 years old, worked at a grocery store, and one of the managers was a homosexual. They called him the San Francisco treat. San Francisco treat. You talk about a grocery joke. How fucking perfect of a joke is that?
Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat.
Yes, walking around the fucking grocery store saying that, and your boss is a fucking homo.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He didn't give a fuck in the circa 1991. We were fucking gods of this fucking planet. Fuck. We threw our cigarette butts anywhere we fucking wanted. We fucking didn't give a fuck. Fuck these people. Fuck this world. Fuck the world. FTW. You see that picture on a biker vest? FTW. Fuck the world. Because once you figure it all out, You're done. All right, man. I gotta roll. It's been fun.
Hey, man, love you. I'll talk to you later.
Here.
God, he mentioned about what he said about the grocery store. I remember when I was a teenager and I first started working for Publix, there were three guys in that store. One was a wrestling coach for the local fucking. This is how it was really part of your community back in the day when you would go to the grocery store. The individuals in there were part of the community. One of the guys that worked in that building, he was the wrestling coach for the local high school. There was another guy. He was a martial artist expert that people would send their young kids to, and the other guy was a baseball coach for Little League. These are the people in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. These are the people in your neighborhood.